it to go live.
What the? Did I just drop a piece of fucking chicken?
Calm down. Why are you freaking?
No,
why are you freaking out?
Because society is destroying me.
Jesus.
I'm serious, Doug.
Society's destroying me. So dramatic.
I'm serious.
All right, hold on. Welcome, everybody.
I had the weirdest...
Wait, hold on.
I'm sorry, no, Doug. I'm sorry, no.
Okay,
hold on, fuck the viewers. Fuck the viewers. The viewers suck ass anyway.
I love our
I'm
viewers,
just kidding.
But go ahead.
I love our viewers too. Anyways, Doug, I had like a really weird experience today. I was just chilling, right? Like I was just chilling, and I get a call from a female friend of mine, right?
Oh, sorry, starting off rough.
No, she has a boyfriend. Okay, that's the first thing. And also, I don't really see her that way. But she calls me in FaceTime video call out of nowhere. Zero context, I might add.
Okay.
And she's I like, okay. So I answer the call, and she's laying down on her couch. She apparently she's dyed her hair a new color this time. It's entirely green. She looks like Harley Quinn or the Joker. I don't know which one of them had green hair. And she's like, look at my cat. I just adopted a cat. I'm like, that's great. And her boyfriend's just like sitting right next to her on the couch. I'm like, what's going on? It's just like, I don't know. I just thought it was very bizarre. Like,
Okay.
No context.
Yeah, that's fair. I've had a lot of those experiences before where I'm just like, what the fuck is going on right now? Like, what is this? What is happening?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I've had to, like, in order to survive those instances in my brain, because they could either mean something or nothing, just assume it always means nothing and that the person's crazy. Yeah. Always the safest bet is just to think they're crazy and, go about your day.
Well, Doug. No, I'm not going to say anything. You're right, she's crazy.
Dude, I knew this chick who, like,
yeah.
Okay, I mean, we were, like, friends, but, we didn't really talk that much. She'd show up every once in a while. She breaks up with her boyfriend, and all of a sudden, I mean, like, we rarely talked. All of a sudden, I'm her go-to everyday call, like, 24/7, spend the whole day with me or her, and I'm just like, what the fuck is this, like, pivot, Like, what is this change here? What in your brain said, you know what? This guy I don't even talk to that often will be my fucking bestie. And then she got really drunk and said that she liked me. And then I didn't say anything back. And then later on I was like, hey, look, I didn't say anything. My bad. And she was like, oh, I don't even remember it. I was like, what the fuck?
She lied.
But by that point I was like, okay, I can't deal with whatever this is. I have a pretty stable, life.
No, Doug, I want to preface something. I want to preface that.
Okay.
I don't like talking about relationships.
Especially
not in video.
Okay,
listen, talking about relationships is meta. We are not meta gamers here. We are not meta gamers. We are anti-meta here. We are anti-meta, 100%.
Are we?
Talking about relationships is so fucking meta. Talking about the gender war concept, the whole relationship bullshit. That's normie shit. We're not gonna be normies, Doug. I swear to God, if we turn into normies, I will kill myself in Minecraft.
We cover headline news. I'm not sure it gets any more normie than that.
Like, we're not normies. If we become normies, I swear to God, I'm gonna scream chicken jockey every single day. I will.
Okay, fine. We're not normies.
Thank you.
Well, that's one hell of a start. I'm not cutting that out of the video. So, welcome everybody to another episode of Pixels Politics. I believe this is episode 18. And we got some pretty good headlines today, including using AI to talk to dolphins. Discord is going public.
Okay, Discord is dying. It's 100% Discord.
Hold on.
In hospice. It's in hospice, Doug. It's over. It's over.
I know. We'll get to it. Don't worry. And the India-Pakistan.
I'm closing my windows. I'm closing my windows. I'm closing my windows. The federal agents do not get to listen to my conversations anymore. They don't get to listen to Fox News either. I'm tired of them listening to my Fox News on my TV.
Okay, well, when he gets back,
I hate the feds. I'm still here.
Continue.
I have a wireless headset.
We have lots of news for Fed stuff. So much news. Turns out Reddit is being completely mind controlled by feds.
We already knew this. It's an echo chamber. It's always been, Doug.
I know.
They're on the inside. They know everything about Reddit. They know where their parents live.
Reddit's no. I mean, like, Reddit is like the most controlled by Fed site, social media site.
Yes.
It's like not even close.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we can start with that.
Okay.
But yes, it turns out that look up Reddit. There's some specific. I think it's a foreign agent, actually. I think it's Germany. You should probably put it in X, not go to Reddit. Reddit is completely...
They already got me, Doug. They already got me. They fucking got me. They got me going to their fucking website. Curse them.
What did they do? I just look up Reddit. But it turns out that Reddit is completely... These people are just mind controlled by bots 24/7 is what's going on Reddit.
Oh, dead internet theory.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not a... Bot. Oh, that's already been confirmed. It's actually more like at least 70%. But Reddit is one that... How do I say this without making the Redditors look bad? Even though I think most of you are fucking, pretty low IQ. I'll just say it like this. Of all the places that there is...
Doug, we can't say that about Redditors.
Sorry, my fault. Will they come after me?
No. Don't apologize. You should be telling them to end their life.
In Minecraft, start a Minecraft server, and then do the
Doug,
March to the Buffalo or whatever.
We haven't gone far. I am not taking my medication ever again. That was the last time.
Wait, what? What just happened?
That's right, Doug. They tried to keep me from entering the astral layer. Not anymore.
Yeah, don't let them stop.
Not anymore.
How are you supposed to communicate with the aliens if you're on drugs?
How am I not?
That's fair too.
No.
Yeah, I guess either way you get to talk to them. But there was a study that found that most of Reddit is. I guess we should explain what Reddit is, because to be honest, like, most people probably wouldn't even know beyond.
Doug, I know most people are dumb.
That's
if you don't know what Reddit
dumb.
is,
it's just they don't sit on the internet all day, like,
There's no way you don't know what Reddit is.
It's not, dude. We have a viewer in Nigeria. I don't think that guy's a Reddit peruser.
I used to room with a guy from Nigeria. He started a podcast.
Really?
Black.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. Good to know. But
he knew what Reddit was. He knew who Joe Rogan was.
I like explaining.
He was in the know.
I like explaining what these things are, because to be honest, I barely know what Reddit is, and I exist on the internet. But Reddit is an older social media site, I would say, in which it kind of exists on the old forums and blog posting setup, where people would create a blog essentially, and then people would comment, and there's moderators to control the content. And so you have Reddit, the site, and then you go on there, and then you can kind of look up the subject that you want to post. So pretty much anything on the planet, there's probably a Reddit. I don't even know what it's called. A Reddit for it.
Yeah, want to go to r/water?
No. Anyways, there was a study done by, I believe, a German company or German college, in which they found that not only is most of Reddit activity done by bots, which, to be honest, it's a little unfair. Most activity on the internet is done by bots, both on YouTube and X, and even Facebook. Believe it or not, most of the comments, it's just bots, usually AI, just talking to itself and trying to promote activity. However, on Reddit, they have found that it is especially influential, the bots themselves. And I'm not saying that means people who use Reddit are easily influenced. We'll say that instead of calling them low IQ, because low IQ is insulting. But I cannot stand Reddit. Every time I've tried to use this website, I fucking want to blow my brains out in Minecraft. This
Yes.
website, in my opinion, is one of the worst. I think it's worse than Discord moderators, where these people are like power tripping 24/7.
God,
Careful we don't.
that's amazing.
Careful we don't fucking dox anything.
No. This is a computer, a laptop that has its own internal mini disk drive. Very rare. Very rare. Hard to find these.
Oh, okay. But yeah,
I don't know if I told you this, Doug. But I own a mini disc.
yeah. You said this 3 episodes in a row, and you said it at least 5 times to me off stream. I know. I'm aware.
That's the joke.
I hate you. I fucking hate you. But yeah, so I'll let you explain what dead internet theory is. For most people, probably don't know about that.
All right, well, we'll pull up Google to help me explain.
By the way, Google itself is highly controversial for influencing people, especially with elections. But that's a whole other thing.
That doesn't affect me because I don't vote. The dead internet theory is a conspiracy theory that asserts due to coordinated and intentional effort, the internet now consists mainly of bot activity and automatically generated content manipulated by algorithmic curation to control the population and minimize organic human activity. You know what was the funniest shit about Wikipedia? You know it's controlled by the opposition. Yeah. So they always put conspiracy theory.
Oh yeah, true.
As if it somehow delegitimizes it. And then they proceed to provide an extremely logical and thought out response and answer to what it is that completely makes logical sense.
Yeah, I mean, Wikipedia is another thing that is just fucking stupid.
Yeah, water is a conspiracy theory. It is a liquid that allows people to oxygenate the blood in their body.
They're so dumb. They're so stupid. Basically, guys, dead internet theory is just most of the internet activity is done by bots and AI, and it's very much easily used to influence people, which, I mean, everything's used to influence people. However, there's already been enough studies to show that this is at least partially true. Most of the activity on the internet is bots. At least 70% is the general number that people have confirmed. So I don't know why they're calling it a conspiracy. Basically, at this point, it's just reality, and it's been confirmed. I don't know what's going on there. Wikipedia is just dog shit, and I actually used to donate to them. I feel ashamed.
Yeah, why would you donate to anyone?
It's just a few dollars.
It's just a few dollars. No, it's the principle, Doug. You know how many times I give money to Ronald McDonald House for kids? Never.
Why would you?
Why?
Why would you give money to McDonald's though? That's stupid.
Exactly. Why would you give money to Wikipedia?
Because they kind of.
You think they are getting paid money from the government?
Okay, it was before I learned all that stuff. Okay, calm down.
Okay, that's fair.
But yes.
Yeah, but
don't donate to Wikipedia.
Don't give money to Walmart. Don't donate to any charity ever. They're just taking your money and using it for themselves.
That's not entirely true. Most of them, that's true. There's a website that keeps track of which charities actually give the most amount of your dollars, and they do it by percentage. And it turns out most of these charities, they keep fucking 80% of your money and just give it to themselves, and it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
There are very few
nowadays,
actually give 90% of your dollar to the cause.
Just donate to convicted murderers instead. It's far cheaper. It's easier on your moral compass. Far easier.
Uh-huh. That's interesting. I don't know how to expand on that. Oh my god. I don't even know where to jump. Today's a fun day. I'm excited to talk about all these things. Let's do some really quick stuff. So let's jump to Canada. Canada just had their election. I'm only jumping this because we'll get through it pretty quick. We talk a lot about Canada on the show. But they've just had their election. It was Poilievre, I forget his first name. Poilievre, who was the Canadian Trump, versus Mark Carney, who I think he literally used to work for the Bank of England, and then he ran and he won on the Liberal side. To be honest, Canadians, you guys are fucking idiots. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how you how do you hate the current form of government and then vote the same people back in? What? How does that make any sense, guys? What are you guys doing over there? Hello,
They're
Canadians.
Canadians.
Any
They're like
Canadians who are
diet
fun?
Americans.
Like, I don't.
We're like Coke and they're like Pepsi. Like,
I have no understanding of like. I understand how they won. They basically just flooded it with money, and they won because that's just money works. But like, bruh,
yeah.
you guys, all I hear about from Canadians is complaining about their economy and the migrant situation and the housing, and then you vote in the same people that have been in power for over 10 years. I think. What? What are you guys doing, bro? Whatever.
Money,
Honestly,
money.
it's beneficial for us because, to be honest with you, I think it'll be even easier now for Trump to tank your economy and take your state, take your country.
Doug, I don't think there's much of an economy left.
That's my point. Like,
I don't think even the Bank of England can save him at this point.
Bank of England's broke too. Oh my god, dude.
Yeah.
Have you seen Adolescence? Did you watch it?
Was it the one where they made the black kid white?
Yeah, yeah. Wait, so
no, I'm not watching that.
Wait, hold on.
No.
I started watching it, and I'll be honest with you. It's done extremely well. So each episode is one long take. So there's no cuts. It's just the whole thing is just one take, and it goes for like over 45 minutes. The first episode I think is like an hour and 20 minutes. And to be honest, it's done extremely well. Really well. However, and here's where the controversy starts in the UK. Adolescence is a show on Netflix, so a miniseries, and it is based on an incident in which a migrant, a refugee, went and stabbed 3 little girls. I believe at a tailor they were at a dance class or something, and this guy runs in there. I think he was like 17 or 18, runs in and he just stabs them and kills them. So they create this show based on that, except they make the kid much younger, 13. They make him white, and then they make him a right-wing like follower. Basically, he's influenced by like Andrew Tate. And if you don't know who Andrew Tate is, he's like a fucking. I don't even. Can you describe Andrew Tate? Because I don't know how.
He was a guy with a small dick and a lot of money. That's how I would describe Andrew Tate.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
I was like, this guy just has fucking small pee energy. Like, what is going on? But, anyways,
yeah.
he's the epitome of toxic masculinity. I think that's a good description, right?
Yeah.
So they changed the entire actual story and background of the kid. And they played this out. They made this show about it, and they played it in the UK. And the creator, he went to the UK government and said, we should play this in schools. And it actually got approved. That's how bad the UK is. They actually took us. They actually, yeah. Yeah.
Oh god, Bongistan, you gotta love it. Oh
beyond cooked, dude. Beyond cooked. They're not a real. Sorry, UK. We have some fucking people in the UK watch too. Sorry, dude. You guys are fucked. You guys are so fucked.
Yeah, I mean, oh my god. Dude, that's great. After everything after Monty Python has just been downhill for them. Everything after that has just been downhill. It's just been a down. And we can go back even further. Everything since the American Revolution has just been downhill. You had a third of the world in your hand, and you somehow managed to lose all your control. How'd you do it? It's just you're just bad. I'm sorry. You're just you're good early game, then late game you're just terrible. Yeah.
I would argue they were I would argue their mid game was good, but yeah. I would give early game to the Egyptians or the Greeks.
Or the Vikings. Vikings kind of fucked them over.
Oh, that's true. But yes, if we were talking about world, policy.
Because they had their maxed out strength stats, but they're low int stacks. Back then, maxed out strength was the meta. That's true. Now intellect is the new meta. Yeah. And since they're lacking, they were kind of mid in this section, but they had enough intellect to develop technology to beat the Vikings, right? They had enough. They managed to make it to the area where the mid game where having higher intellect is better than having higher strength. So they managed to beat that out. But now they're at the point where having the highest intellect is, essentially the meta. And if the intellect is still down here, it hasn't changed in like 1,000 years. So they're still now they're just losing the game. And guess who's winning? Israel. Team Israel for the win. Fuck the white people.
True. You know what? It's kind
Team
of
Israel. Team
anyways, to be honest, guys, the adolescent show, if you can get over the fact that it's completely just like it's just left-wing propaganda to the T, it's done so artistically well. I actually still think it's worth the watch. Again, all of the episodes are a one take. There's no cuts. The acting is the acting from the little boy, the 13-year-old, is really good, and it's got to be stressful because he's there pretty much the whole time. But yeah, it's done really well. I think you should still watch it. However, it's definitely important.
I think it's a good reminder to the people, to the British, that if you're white and you live in Britain, just remember that anytime a refugee kills someone, it's your fault.
Yeah, exactly.
We just want you to remember that. So don't follow in the footsteps of the refugees, because they're actually, when they kill people, they become white people, but they're not actually. they're like you, but more intelligent probably.
Yeah, I mean it's crazy. I remember seeing the mugshot of the kid who actually did the killing, and he looks like a monster. Like he looks like a fucking crazy person, someone who would stab people. That's what he looks like. And to swap him out with this innocent looking little white kid is fucking hilarious. But I still think it's worth a watch. Not only will you be able to see how much propaganda they push in the UK just in general, artistically it's still good. To be honest, it's still really good.
Honestly, Doug, don't use Netflix. Actually, I'm not giving away any of my sites because I don't want anyone to getting them banned. You fuckers can pay your $15 a month to watch your Bongistan bullshit. I will be watching stuff for free on a website I will not disclose.
Neither will I. It's totally legal.
What's happening?
Well, we've got a lot that's happening. You're trying to keep it orderly and maybe don't jump to the big things first. Oh, we have an update. We'll do past news and then catch up. So we have the DC crash. Do you remember that? The DC helicopter flying into that plane?
Oh, yeah.
So it more information has come out. I think we originally said they may have been trans. I don't think they were trans. They're a woman. And apparently...
did the helicopter blade chop off whatever they had left?
No, I'm pretty sure it was a biological woman. And it's come out that
we know.
Not only they exposed her. Not only did she ignore the messages from the tower, the call tower, the radio tower, but apparently on the black box they also found her male co-pilot telling her to fucking stop, traveling in the direction that she was doing, and she just apparently ignored both of them. And as to why, don't know. Were
they married?
No. No. I don't know. They weren't married. I know that much. It was also like her.
Not anymore, obviously. But...
Yeah, not anymore. But I don't know. That's the update we got. I don't know. The whole thing is just weird. It's just fucking weird. I'm not familiar.
Yeah, imagine killing dude.
It's the worst aviation crash that we've had since 9/11.
Really?
Yeah.
And it was done by a woman.
It was done by a woman. It was done by a woman who ignored two men. I don't know why.
Honestly, Doug, I'm not going to start with all the, the misogynist.
I know. I don't want to either.
But I will say this. Listen. Sometimes you need to let a man mansplain. Because when mansplaining doesn't happen, sometimes people die.
Apparently 67
so every now and then
people will die.
Yeah, exactly 67 people will die.
And it's just more details. Who knows? Maybe she wasn't supposed to be in the first place. Maybe there was some other error. I doubt it.
Yeah, she was a woman on a helicopter. She obviously wasn't supposed to be piloting.
That's not what I meant. I meant maybe DEI pushed her through the system or something. So I didn't mean that.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god. But
yeah, it was DEI. Yeah, we can just blame everything on DEI now.
I know, right? It's so easy. It's so fun. blame the
Yeah.
DEI's fault.
Which is-
Alright, let's talk about Discord. Actually, let's not talk about Discord. Just
Oh no,
That's not fair.
Discord's
I don't-
depressing. Here. This
I know it's depressing.
We'll
me
save the
too.
depressing part for last.
Not for last, but close to last.
Fair.
We'll jump back over to EU. So Portugal and Spain. Can you pull up the world map and show those two countries so we're there? We'll do some geography events, geographical events, so we can keep the map open here. All right, so we have Spain and Portugal there. Yeah, that pretty much all of that landmass there is Spain and Portugal. For some reason, they all lost power. It's like 75% of that entire landmass all lost power. And I mean,
yeah, I know why.
Complete blackout. And we've got a couple of theories. You can go ahead and throw yours, and I'll let you know what we got.
Nuclear, ICBM. Well, slight nuclear. I'm not going to go full nuclear.
You're saying
No pun
it
intended.
hit them?
Slight. No, I'm saying it hit nearby, and when that happens, the wind will push the radiation, a certain distance away. And it is close to Gibraltar, which is a pretty important, area to pass through in order to deliver goods and stuff. So, it's a theory. It's out there. It's possible.
Okay, I will allow it just because you said it's a theory and it's possible. I will just say it is very easy and it's public knowledge of radiation levels. You can go and find that shit up. It's pretty easy to detect. There are some other theories. One, also last week, Spain stopped. They said they would stop sending Israel money and weapons. So I don't know, maybe related, maybe not. They also recently celebrated relying completely on renewable energy for their power sources. And the third option is a possible cyber hack because the UK also detected. So the way energy is transferred, and not just energy, but even information through your fiber optic cables, is done through a frequency, and it's a controlled frequency.
Yeah.
And if you change that frequency, you can actually just fuck up the whole power grid. So the UK also had a weird frequency change in their power grid. And so these are the running theories. No idea which one, to be honest with you. I doubt they'll tell us. But all of Spain, most of Spain and Portugal, without power. Just boom, overnight. And I think some of those places are still without power, to be honest with you.
I think it's a damn shame. How are they going to watch Adolescence?
How are they going to... True. Very true. Shit.
Honey, quick, stop. Oi, honey, quick, stop fucking your boyfriend and come downstairs.
Look at what the white kid is doing. Look at what the white kid is doing. Could you believe it's based on a true story?
He needs to pay. He needs to pay, honey. Oi, open up. You got your TV license?
By the way, I feel like this should be common knowledge, but most Americans probably don't know this. In the UK, you have to have a license to own a TV. Just FYI, you have to have a license to own a TV in the UK. What the fuck?
Oh shit, Marilyn! He's going to take me TV away. Hide the weed. Hide the pot.
Dude, imagine having to have a license for your TV, brother. What the fuck? That shit's crazy.
Oh wait, is that Adolescence I hear in there, sir?
You better mandate everyone has to watch Adolescence. Everybody. You have to watch it. It just starts playing on your TV. Every channel you go to is just Adolescence playing. You can't turn it off. Holy shit,
yeah. I'm watching Adolescence. It's my favorite, buddy. Never mind. Carry on then. To the next health, Kennethan.
Hello. We have to ask how you feel about white people. How do you feel about them?
There's a new white people tax instated. Yes. All T's is an extra 3% tax.
We've got you a migrant family here. You have to take them in now. Open the door.
Yep. Make sure you have Adolescents playing for them.
Make sure you have Adolescents playing for them. I really like that show.
Oh my god,
dude. Holy shit.
I almost feel bad for them. I almost feel bad for them.
What's sad is like it's basically a reality. It's basically a reality for them. Like we're
Yeah.
only like this much off from the truth is the wild part. That's it. It's really not much. It's really
It could be happening next year.
You're right.
Next year, all families
really
are required. All white families are required to take in refugees by X amount, and in return, they'll get a small tax break.
In return, you don't have to watch Adolescence today.
You don't have to. Season 5 of Adolescence, year 2035.
Oh my god, bro. It's so crazy. That shit's so wild. I'm sorry, UK, Englanders, Londoners. I would leave, bro. I would get the fuck up out of there, I'll tell you that much.
Where are they gonna go? France? That's even worse.
That's true. France is somehow even more liberal than the UK.
You know, actually, I keep forgetting they're just like a boat ride or like a car ride away from going to a different country.
Yeah.
They could go to Poland, but Poland, if they were smart, they would shoot them. I'm sorry.
God bless the Poles, man. Holy shit.
Try to come in there, like what's going on? Looks like we got some British people over there. Oh, yeah, just take care of them.
Yeah, just kill them. Yeah, just kill them. Yeah.
Are you sure? I mean,
we're getting invaded from the west again. Just kill them. Just kill them.
I mean, they don't appear to be refugees. They have their own car and everything. I mean, no. Then no. Just I would just give them a quick warning shot. Let them know they're not welcome here.
Dude, I wish the U.S. would open up more a similar alliance to that of the EU, an economic one, in a more of a U.S.-centered military one. And we could just adopt so many states like Poland and Japan and South Korea and fucking, like, just all the bangers, you know? We actually could just adopt all the bangers.
Think about Israel, Bob.
I'm sorry, I don't know
Who's taking care of them, huh?
I don't know. My fault. I don't know how I forgot about Israel. Oh,
Wait, have you seen the Incredibles? The Incredibles meme?
I've seen all of them. They're so funny. Every last one of them is so fucking funny.
I gotta pull it up now.
Yeah, of course. But yeah,
it's just.
Yeah. Let me make sure the audio.
I love that. I gotta show it.
Listen, Mr. Shapiro, this economic strain is lowering the white birth rate. That's exactly the point. We want Goyim working as much as possible. Souls don't matter. GDP per capita does. When will you learn?
True.
Sit down, Goyim. The propaganda's too weak, Bob. Too weak. We must be funneling more money to the Middle East and other regions. We're supposed to be helping Americans. We're supposed to be helping Israeli people, Bob. An extraordinarily heavy weight on our shoulders being God's chosen people. Now, Goyim, what are we supposed to do? We're supposed to be enacting globalist policies. Yes, that's right. And we undercut actual citizens with illegals, creating an ultimate global economic empire that can race mix together. Now, listen. I have a few other ideas of our economic expansion that can hopefully funnel enough propaganda to... Wait, are you listening to me? That woman is getting raped. I don't care about the rape, Bob. I just care about developing... Your Somalians are creating mass rape! Well, in the name of multiculturalism, it is fine. Wait, you come back here right now. Bob, you come back here. Ah, yes, that's a good goy. Now, if we can get back to the...
Not the music, no. Oh, Lord.
Fine, dude, it was only like 1 second.
Again, you know what's so crazy is, I mean, you could just go back to X and type in, I think there was another terrorist attack in, I don't know, just type in terrorism, I guess, or terrorist. No, we won't get to that just yet. We'll move on to that next, after this.
Okay.
But, again, there are terrorist attacks. Just type in terrorists. Let's see what pops up. Besides putting you on another blacklist.
Okay. I don't care. I don't care.
Okay, so they're still talking about the terrorism in...
Greece stands with India? Okay, India's got to be taken care of. This is getting too far. What happened to you? What happened to Greece? You guys have some of like the best books. I'm going on a Greece rant now. I'm going a Greek rant. Greece used to be cool. You had the Olympics. You had the epic novels, right? You had the philosophers. You had the fucking you had the Da Vinci's of the world back then, and then you all turned to shit. What the fuck happened to you guys? You guys were supposed to be the OGs, the Giga Chads, and then you turned into the Beta Soy Boys helping out India. What's wrong with you? What happened to you, Greece? What the fuck? I'm disappointed. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
Of course. I heard of another terrorist attack. I didn't know where to think it was. I assumed it was Sweden. Turns out, I'm correct. It was Sweden. So again, guys, we don't really report on it as much anymore, just because it happens every single day. But again, today in Sweden, 3 people were killed, shot dead by... Who knows? But
who cares about Sweden, Doug?
I've got a nice...
No one cares about... Even the Swedes don't care about Sweden. The Swedes don't even care about their own country. And I'm supposed to care? No, fuck Sweden. Once they care about their country, then I might start caring.
Oh,
let me know when the Swedes...
I'm just saying that these fucking terrorist
they deserve it.
Happen all the time.
Tell me about a terrorist attack that happened in Israel. Show me the terrorist attack in Israel.
Well,
that's what I care about.
It happened October 7th, and then Israel went like sicko mode.
And rightfully so. Rightfully so.
Just imagine if everyone had the reaction that they had. Can you imagine? Like, okay.
No, I can't.
I can't either, dude. Everyone would just start nuking the shit out of each other.
Listen, Sweden can't... Like, they don't care about their country. The Swedes want to die. They're suicidal. They don't care. They like dying. They enjoy it.
A part of me kind of agrees with you. Like, it's just insane that I don't think the Swedish have had their vote yet. But you can't keep voting these fucking liberal, free migrant, or open border people in, and also be upset that your people are getting killed. Like, no offense.
Well, they aren't upset. They love it.
I mean, I assume they are. It's just EU is like constantly chokeholding the shit out of their like news agents. Like they just have complete control over all the news. That's just how it works there. I mean, it's so bad they literally want to ban. Some of these countries want to ban Spotify and like limit podcasting. That's how bad it is. And Canada's like that. They actually put like bans on podcasts.
And they deserve every bit of it. They deserve it. They deserve every bit of it. Listen, if you're willing to let your country fall, if you're willing to let your family be killed, you deserve it. I'm sorry. If you're not willing to defend your country, then your country will fall, and you will deserve every second of it.
Yeah, well, we'll see what happens. All right, so we have... It's pretty funny. We did cover last episode the India-Pakistan thing, and we brushed it off pretty quick. We were just like, okay, whatever, right? I think we covered it for like 5 minutes, maybe less. We were just like, oh yeah, terrorist event in some part of India. You know, who fucking cares, right? Who would have thought that it has completely blown up into what might actually be a war between the two? It has been reported, the most recent news as of like 2 hours ago, Pakistan's Ministry of Defense came out and said they think India is planning an attack within the next 36 hours. So most likely between this episode and our next episode. They will probably actually fucking start, fighting. They have already started fighting. Bring up the map. Open up the map. India, Pakistan.
The maps. I love your maps. All right.
Bring up the map. You're the fucking map boy. Bring it up. You're the calligrapher.
Whatever.
All right.
Whatever. Here's your shitty map.
Right. Okay, I'm gonna butcher some of the history here because, to be honest with you, I don't really pay too much attention to these two countries. However, here's a brief history of why Pakistan and India hate each other. So, we were talking about the British Empire. Well, at its peak, it had control of both India and Pakistan. I don't even think they had separate borders, and I think they shared the same name, if I'm being honest. UK lost power, lost control. There were a lot of civil wars and rebellions, and the UK was like, okay, we can't hold this anymore, so they just gave it up. The UK was terrible at giving up their territory. They were like, all right, go crazy, do whatever the fuck you want. And it's called the Great Partition, I believe. And basically, I think it was a religious thing. It was like Hindus versus Islamists. I believe that's correct. Again, I'm not really crazy familiar on this particular thing, and I didn't do my research. However, I think it was like that. So India, Hindus, and the Pakistan, Muslims, actually. And so if you were on the other side of this like random border they threw up, you fucking freaked out and you wanted to get to the other side, and it caused complete chaos. Anyways, a lot of the border in between, specifically a place called Kashmir, is contested by the two of them. They both believe that they should own it. and it has not been settled. So these two places, like they hate each other. They have hated each other for a really long time. They've never gotten along. They're both nuclear powers. They've had border skirmishes before, and it looks like now will be the time that they finally the war finally breaks out between them. As we are currently streaming this, there are border battles like popping up pretty much all over the place. All along their borderline, they are starting to, like, it starts out with gunfire, and then now they've kind of moved up to bombing the shit out of each other.
Yeah, Doug, I ain't gonna lie to you here. Pakistan, they're in the right here. Like I'm like, if I was Pakistan, I would be pissed.
Why?
Not for only one reason. Look at let's take a look. Let's go to Afghanistan. Look how fucking dead and empty this land is.
Yeah.
This is a fucking. Look, I'm sorry. Let me just zoom into a random place. Look how much green there is. Look how much fucking desert mountain bullshit there is, right?
Yeah.
Like, you don't have a whole lot of tillable land going on here, right? Like, let's look at Pakistan. What the fuck? That's it. That's your. Look at this. That's it. There's some trees. Oh, we got some over here. I got those mountains. You can't really go on those. Yeah, I mean, it's like, and then you look at India. Completely lush, green, fucking oceans right next to them. They got their own fucking island called Sri Lanka.
No,
We
Sri
got a Bay of
Lanka
Bengal.
is separate from India.
It's pretty much their fucking island. Let's be honest. And Pakistan's just like, yeah. So what do you guys do over there? Oh, we shit in the river.
All right. Well, you bring up some good points. So you're right. Pakistan doesn't have much arable land, doesn't have a lot of water sources. As a matter of fact, go to X and look up India Treaty with Pakistan or India Treaty Pakistan. There are a series of rivers that lead into Pakistan that India has control of, and because of the bombings, because of the terrorist attack, India has taken control of the water and is cutting them off. There should be some footage of them flooding. If you can find it. Oh yeah, so there we go. So this is what they've done. First they cut off the water, let it build up, and then they opened the flood so that they could flood downriver. There's some other videos of, it actually doing damage.
Oh my god. Self-inflicted embarrassment. Yeah. I mean, it's like, not only that. Imagine Pakistan being like, thanks for all the fucking water from your rivers. It really helps us out. And then you travel to India and you go past one of the streets and you see people shitting at all the water sources. and you finally realize where people kept getting sick like the past few years. Oh my god.
Yeah, it escalated pretty quick. So the first thing that India did was take control of those dams, which. And then the second thing they've done now is started arming up. And basically both sides are moving their military to the borders. And we'll see. I think a third party has to step in to stop them. Or has to
No, Doug, actually, no one should be stopping this. This is good. I love this. This is great. Finally, nothing ever happens? Something might actually happen this time.
I think so too. But we shall see. These two countries hate each other with a passion.
Wait, no. This is perfect. This is perfect for Israel. You're
right, and then we'll get to Israel.
Wait. Okay, I'm pulling up paint. Fuck, I accidentally shift clicked it. I'm opening up paint. All right, this is perfect for Israel. Ready. I got you. I got it right here.
Okay.
All right, so first thing is, here we have India. I'll put that with a no, I'm sorry, actually, undo that. Here we have Pakistan with a P, and here we have India.
Yeah.
With an I. Yep. All Israel has to do, and we'll give Israel the whole IS thing because we already have an I. All Israel has to do is send a nuclear bomb straight on top of India. And say, Pakistan has weapons of mass destruction. We need to mobilize immediately.
Pakistan has nuclear weapons. They're one of the few who does who have.
Either way, nuke India, blame it on Pakistan, collect the money. Collect the fucking money right then and there. Tell me that's a bad idea. Tell me it's a bad idea.
It wouldn't surprise me. However, we do have some more funny stuff. So everyone, we'll keep an eye on the Pakistan India thing, and we'll go live again if it gets crazier than what it is now. This is from the flooding. Yeah, so there's a lot of protests between the two.
Yeah.
In different countries. This is
This is in London. This isn't even in India. This is in fucking London.
London is not.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Mocking Pakistanis after India. I never thought I'd see the day Indians and Pakistanis are fucking hating each other.
In London.
And Israel is kind of just like, we didn't even have to do anything.
It's so hard. So I've been trying to like place my bet on which two countries that have been, at war for a really long time and have been on hold would reignite, like, the actual start of World War III. And my bet was actually on North and South Korea, but fuck me if I didn't think it was going to be Pakistan, India, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, it's the lowest IQ countries every single time, I swear to God. It's always the lowest IQ countries. Like, we're declaring war on Pakistan, and Pakistan's like, we're gonna fuck you up. And in reality, all they have is fucking pea shooters in comparison to the rest of the world.
Yeah,
China's just probably sitting there like, what the fuck are you two morons doing? Why are you guys my neighbors? I'm taking over both of your lands.
Well, to be honest, China also hates India. They fucking hate India.
Yes.
India hates China. They're also not well liked. And the U.S. is very strongly
Pakistan, all they'd have to do would be like Pakistan would be like, listen, China, we'll give you guys like 10 billion to help us nuke India or whatever, and China's like, just send us a gift card and we'll do it for that.
It's interesting to watch things play out. It kind of reminds me when you're like learning about World War II and World War I and how the teams kind of line up, because it was never like overnight all of a sudden teams were formed. It was always like, okay, this country and this country, something crazy happened, they start fighting, and then they pick sides, right? And then like two other countries who are neutral, they're like, we're not gonna get involved, and then they start fighting, and they're like, oh shit, well now we're gonna pick sides, right? And then they kind of form up. We're kind of watching it happen live, and I think it's just wild.
Oh, Geneva Convention, they're violating the Geneva Convention, apparently.
Of course they are. You can't fucking cut off water. They're literally committing genocide.
I
but
mean,
like, let's be honest, who the fuck is following the Geneva Convention at this point? Who?
No one.
Nobody.
No one. You're right, Doug.
I know. Nobody is, bro. Nobody cares. So, guys, it's technically illegal for India to shut water off to an entire country. It's illegal. And by the UN's eyes. Nobody cares, bro. International order is fucking dead.
Yeah, it is. And honestly, I don't like India, but I think them cutting off the water source and killing off Pakistan people through...
Yeah,
it is kind of based. It's an
alpha move for sure.
Like, obviously, people are dying, but once again, like, humanity is on a spectrum, just like autism, right? You got some people that are like superhumans and they can fucking like run super fast or super smart, and then you got other people that like shit in rivers. Like, how human are you really?
Okay, but in the river shitters' defense, they're kind of winning. So
this is true. They're winning right now. That the river shitters are beating the goat people. Like, it's getting pretty rough out there.
You know what's weird though is, dude.
What?
Terraforming on a small scale has existed, and bringing in water from other places to live again has existed for a while. Can you pull up Pakistan for a second? Do they have a large body of water attached to them? Are they not attached to the ocean? Yes, they are. So if you can make nuclear weapons, that means you know how to host a nuclear facility for energy. And
I'm not gonna lie to you, Doug.
What?
They spent so much time making like nuclear weapons, or trying to at least. Why not build a fucking river? All you gotta do is carve out some land.
You don't even need to build, bro. You know how Israel gets their water? They just pull it straight from the ocean. It's called electrolysis, and it separates the salt from the water. It's a known technology for over 80 years. And if you have nuclear
Yeah.
technology, then you can easily, terraform, suck the
Yeah.
water up out of the ocean, separate the salt, and run it. That's what Israel does. Israel is an
What the
arid
fuck
land.
is happening here?
Looks like a storm, no?
What the fuck is going on here?
I don't know. I think the storm, maybe, but no? I don't know.
What the fuck?
It's like some kind of topography thing. I have no idea.
Yeah, what the hell's going on here?
I don't know. Maybe it represents shallow water? I honestly have no idea.
I wonder what it's like to live in the Bahamas.
I actually know someone
You
who
just
lives in
zoom
the
in on a
Bahamas.
random. How's that? How are they doing?
I mean, they're a good person. I like them, but they also get fucking swamped by storms every year. Die, so.
Love at first sight hotel and restaurants. A lodge.
But yeah, so guess in sequence of events, we really didn't think anything was going to happen after the terrorist attack. We didn't even look into it, to be honest with you. I mean, I read it and I was like, this isn't going to amount to anything. And I guess for reference, India thinks the terrorist attack was intentional, like committed by some fucking Pakistani jihadis, and this is their response to it. A lot of people died. We shouldn't downplay the attack. It was bad. They basically.
Oh yeah, no, people die.
Gunmen ran around and was just shooting people out in the open. There's footage of it from some Skyliner. But yeah, so then that happened. They actually think the Skyliner was a part of it. He knew it was gonna happen because as he's going across the line, he yells Allahu Akbar, and he's just fucking
chilling.
Yeah, he's just recording the thing as he goes by. So they're in the middle of questioning him right now.
I'm not gonna lie, Doug. I kind of want Pakistan to win.
I don't see how they win, to be honest with you.
They don't win. They don't win. Logically speaking, they don't win. But I want to see them win.
I mean,
because as much as I disagree with the aggressive methods of some of these people, I'm sorry. I'm tired of the scam calls, the scam emails. I just want them gone at this point, Doug.
It's funny. It's so funny. I agree with you. I think everyone has this extremely negative image of Indians just because of the scamming and imagine if that just wasn't a part of their big business. Apparently that's a large part of their GDP is the scam call centers.
Listen, Doug. If America started getting attacked, right? Which obviously wouldn't happen because we have one of the strongest militaries in the world, if not the strongest military.
Oh, we're under attack.
If America started getting attacked, right? I would totally understand it. I'd be like, I get it.
That's right.
I get it. I understand why you'd want to kill me. I don't like my country either, right? But if I was an Indian, I would be like, please do something. Help me.
I was just thinking about this and I wasn't going to say it out loud, but it's interesting. The reason of their fighting is so weird to me. If you look at China and why they want to fight countries, it kind of makes sense, right? They're cut off from technology. If they lose Taiwan, it's a part of their history. It's basically a civil war.
It's logical.
Yeah, it kind of makes sense. We've all got most countries.
And then India and Pakistan's just
But India, even Ukraine, Russia, right? Is basically they want their territory back. I wouldn't call it a civil war, but it's probably the closest thing to a civil war that you can loop it up to. But India, Pakistan.
Yeah.
It's basically America's war on terrorism. That's the closest thing you can get, and that was pretty manufactured. Yeah. So.
Yeah, it was.
It's so weird. I just don't know how they solve that particular problem. I suppose because how do you destroy ideology? How do you destroy ideology?
Doug, you ever watch like street fight videos and you see like people that obviously like aren't like trained fighters or like physically fit, and they'll like fight people and they'll always be trying to like do like dirty shit, or you know they'll be trying to like punch and they'll be like a weak punch. Like for example, if India tried to like imagine these people as like individuals. If India tried to beat up China, China would just fucking grab them by the neck and just slam them on the ground. That'd be the end of the fight, right?
Yeah.
But when you have two weaker people fighting each other,
it's interesting.
It's like watching like a chicken fight or something, you know? Like yeah, I mean it's just like whatever, woohoo, go at it, guys. I got my bets on Goosey Goose over there.
It's a weird one. I'm not gonna lie, it's weird, and it's like like, what is your purpose? Again, with China, the purpose is to take Taiwan and some of the surrounding islands. For Russia, it's to take Ukraine and probably bonus stuff. For the U.S., I mean, even our methods kind of make sense, right? Like, we want oil.
Oh, don't forget, you forgot one, Doug.
What?
You forgot one, Doug.
I know. We'll get there. Israel's been doing some stuff.
You forgot.
We'll talk about your favorite country, dude. Don't worry.
Forgot.
Don't worry.
Who wants Israel? Who wants Israel back?
Oh, I mean, yeah. So, like, what does an India and Pakistan war even mean? You know, like, what is that? Like, what's your goal going in?
Yeah.
Is it to dismantle the Pakistani government?
Where even is Palestine?
It's inside Israel.
Where the fuck is Palestine?
It's in between Israel and see Gaza Strip. You have Gaza. That's Palestine. Palestine is broken up into parts. So you have the Gaza Strip, and then you have West Palestine, which is on the east of Israel. It's in the east, right next to the river. Yeah, because it doesn't exist. Well, sorry, that's gonna fucking trigger a lot of people, but technically speaking, the state of Palestine does not exist. But Palestine consists of the West Bank and Gaza Strip. I believe those are the two, is what it's called.
Israel looks pretty damn nice.
It used to.
Got some suburbs going on here. They got their own little place going on here. They got their own little suburban. Holy shit. It's a huge suburb. It's a school. They got it made in Israel. Yes. How many cities do they have?
I don't know. I know they have the big two.
A bomb shelter. They have a bomb shelter.
Yeah, they have to have a bomb shelter. You're fucking bombed all the time, man.
Holy crap.
But, yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens with the Pakistan India thing. If something breaks out and it's bad, Braden and I will cover it and post an episode that day. Alright, so now we have Israel versus Iran. The good times, the good one. We love this one. So, currently, Trump is...
Where's Iran?
Iran is east. Right?
Oh, this one.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, so this place that looks like...
The never-ending
literally nothing exists.
Story here. Currently, Iran is trying to make nuclear weapons, which is a red line for both Israel and the U.S. Why? Because we talked about this last week. Iran's literal motto that is on their flag is death to Israel and death to America. So, you can imagine them getting a nuclear bomb. Would probably not be in our best interest. Trump is currently trying to talk them down, which is something Israel hates, by the way. Israel fucking does not like this. They actually want to go to war with them right now. They've been trying to push for this for a while. Trump and Tulsi Gabbard have both said, we want to talk first and see if we can work this out. Which is kind of something Trump's famous for, right? He went and talked to Kim Jong-un back when they were pushing for nukes or something. I don't even remember. And famously...
Honestly, Doug, if I look at this from like a very social perspective, rather than like people die, obviously, type of perspective, I actually really kind of agree with Israel on that.
Yeah, my friend said the same thing.
Talk.
My friend said the exact same thing.
Yeah. The point that your entire motto is just to fuck me up. I'm just gonna fuck you up, kind of deal. Like, I don't know. I feel like that's the Giga Chad move, even like incorporating the whole Israel bullshit or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, just straight up, that's just the Giga Chad move, and I kind of agree with Israel on that one.
If I'm being completely honest, I agree with you guys. I think the same thing. I think if a country, like, literally their motto, their whole life goal, every dollar they have is like spent trying to kill me, why would I let that happen? Why? It doesn't make any sense. I
just don't want to pretend like the taxpayers that have been getting spent on Israel and our own military for like the past several decades isn't enough to take out the Middle East, which is already in a fucked up spot to begin with. Like, please.
Wait.
You don't need any more taxpayer dollars, dude. You can do whatever you want right now.
Do you think it's true?
Full speed ahead, and you can take care of whatever the fuck you. What?
Well, here's the thing. I was thinking about this recently. It's like the Houthi problem, right? And even Afghanistan and Taliban. we we spent a lot of money trying to dissolve those problems, and yet they still exist. It's like, are we actually as strong as we think? Are we just not using the big guns? You know, like what's going on here? Because you're right. We on paper we should be able to end these problems quickly, right?
Yes.
So why do they persist?
All I'm gonna say, we threw 2 nukes at Japan.
Fair enough.
They surrendered immediately after the second one.
Yeah.
Hundreds of thousands of people died. And the funniest part is, or the saddest part is, I should say, it took hundreds of thousands of people dying on the first bomb. And then the Emperor of Japan still didn't surrender. He was like, we're in this to win it, man. We're in this to win it. You know, all that jazz. And then the second bomb went off, and then he realized, oh, fuck, my people are going to kill me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what happens when there's a huge gap between like technology. Like,
so
if
you are
saying when it comes to weapons, you're just fucked.
You would probably say that it's us not using our big boy guns, I assume is what's going on.
Well, obviously we shouldn't be nuking anyone, because 1, nuking, you know, destroys the environment, and 2, it kills a lot of people. Not good.
But there's no reason we couldn't actually just fucking...
That had nothing to do with it. So obviously...
Well, surely we could just drop people if we wanted. Surely we could. Anyways.
Listen, Doug, you have to do it. You can't... Like, the thing is, we already killed a bunch of them in 2008 or whatever with the drone strikes, and then even further than that, we went to Iraq in like 2004 or whatever. Like, we can go down the line and be like, listen, we've already done a bunch of shitty things to the people, and they still want to just kill Israel. At a certain point, it's like, do you kind of just say, Israel, do whatever the fuck you want, but I ain't going to be attached to your shit type of deal. You know what I mean?
Well, okay, so yeah, and I think this actually applies with the Ukraine-Russia thing.
Yeah,
I think we should just go back to selling weapons for fun. Like, I think that's what we made a lot of our money off during World War II. We should do the same thing. We should just be like Israel, go nuts, and then fucking, you know, buy weapons off us. And same with Europe. Fucking go nuts, and hey, you know, fucking buy weapons off us. Call it a day.
Our taxpayer dollars back.
Exactly. It's a little weirder to be like, okay, Israel, we're going to just give you money to defend yourself, but by defense we mean like you can't go offensively and like end the problem seriously. And it's just like, how does that make any sense? And same with Ukraine too. We're like, okay, we're gonna give you weapons for free, and but you can't actually use them to hit Moscow. It's like, what? Like, how does that make any sense?
Imagine being so rich you have like you have your own royal reserve.
Yeah. They're so wealthy, dude. I hate it when people say Elon's the richest guy, and then you like look at the fucking Middle Eastern men who own oil reserves. It's like, bro, you guys have no idea.
Yeah, like Elon's cringe. Don't get me wrong, but these guys are like totally different league. Like, they sleep on gold beds and shit. They don't give 2 shits.
Use dollars, toilet paper. Like, they don't give a fuck.
Yeah, they don't give 2 shits. They eat money. They eat money.
They literally eat money. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
So.
They shave gold onto their ice cream and shit.
They don't. Yeah. So Israel wants to bomb Iran, particularly the fields. This kind of gets into a more interesting event, so bear with me, because I know you're fucking itching. Trump is currently trying to talk both Israel down and Iran from building a nuclear weapon. So this has kind of been an actual contention point between the U.S., like Trump and Benjamin Netanyahu, the leader, prime minister of Israel, where they've kind of been very publicly snapping at each other. It's kind of interesting. I'm a little proud of Trump for telling Israel to fuck off a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, because that's been interesting to watch. But so Trump tells Israel, "Hey, don't do anything just yet. We're gonna go talk to him." Now look up Iran on X. Currently, a lot of interesting things is happening in Iran. A lot of things are suddenly exploding with no explanation. Yeah, so there's been like 3 or 4 explosions in Iran. And one of them is here. There it is. This is the first one.
I want some sound. No sound, I guess.
You can probably find other videos.
تحت کنترل قرار گرفته. همینک هم
So yeah, there's been quite a few explosions. This was on their port. This is their first one.
Imagine waking up to go to work and then you just see the port explode and like, fuck, another job gone.
True.
back to LinkedIn, I guess. Fuck me.
So fucking funny. But yeah, there's been a lot of those explosions in Iran right now.
Yeah, I love that. The more posts you like, the better your timeline will be. Yep, I agree 100%, Benjamin. Good old Benji. This is why I stand with him. He says that it is no whole absolutely true, Vivid. True. Peruvic spawned to the Houthis getting air raided 40 times a day by our allies, and rapist Hamas terrorists are getting turned into minced meat. Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah, dude.
Literally drinking from the blood of your enemies. That's great. I'm gonna love that post. I love that post.
New explosion in Iran.
The Jewish warrior. New explosion in Iran again this morning. I bet you that Iran developing a nuclear weapon and blew themselves up. Low IQ regime.
A lot of their depots have just been blowing up randomly. The rumor mill, of course, guys, if you can't figure out what I'm hinting at, is Israel is literally fucking sabotaging and bombing Iran while Trump is trying to talk Iran down. Oh, shit.
Boom.
There was another explosion
That dude's 100%
not
dead,
so
by the way.
distant in Shahid Raji port in Iran. Yeah, a lot of their ports are just getting blown the fuck up.
Looks like a lithium hydrogen bomb. That's my guess.
Could be.
Because it looked like a slow burn.
What's more interesting is that these are not being done by planes and missiles. So it looks like some form of sabotage.
I mean, all Israel has to do is be like, hey, listen, we'll give you a shit ton of money to deliver this package to your port. And they're like, sure.
Yeah. You know they made money off that pager explosion tactic? They made money off that.
What doesn't Israel make money off of? It's Israel, Doug. Come on, get with the times.
Dude, imagine making money off attacking your enemy like that, though. Imagine selling your weapons.
Oh, look, the water. The water's coming, Doug. He's got the water.
Is that the...
He's going to save the town. Yeah, it's water. He's going to save the town.
Okay. Oh, it is the water.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
If it's
He's going to say... Oh, it's going to... Oh, yeah, it's a little bit too big. I'm sorry, but that's just such a futile effort.
Why is this guy like
taking... go home.
This guy's taking cover in a building that's exploded already. What is going on here?
Yeah, like, that is crazy.
3 ports.
Oh, there's 3 explosions.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Good job, Israel. Destroy our enemies, please.
And
long live Israel.
the only reason I want to see more pressure on these Middle Eastern countries is because it does tend to lead to better lives for women and even, you know, LGBTQ community in these countries. You know, the normal ones, not the crazies. But, like, you can look at Saudi Arabia, which arguably is a result, the rise of Saudi Arabia is a result of the, you know, our wars. Same with Jordan, by the way. Jordan, even Egypt. Jordan, Egypt, UAE, Bahrain, Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia just announced that they're going to make it, they made it so that it's okay for women to wear whatever they want now. Like, that, they've become increasingly progressive. And while I'm sure we would all like to see them, you know, flip a switch overnight, that doesn't usually happen. However, they've kind of really are fully embracing more Western, at the very least, equality in that sense.
Yeah.
I mean, who knows if they'll ever completely get there, but Even when we were in Iraq, by the way, there was apparently it was one of the safest countries you could visit because it was so heavily policed by Americans.
This is the other explosion, I think.
Is it?
Come on, show me a shockwave. Show me Big Boom.
I mean, these
No?
these are interesting explosions. I'll say that much.
Yeah. It kind of reminds me of the Lebanon explosion. I mean, that's just crazy.
That's big. That's wild.
Yeah, it's fucking insane.
Yeah, if you want to see more,
It's
because
like a mile.
I know you love it, type in Houthis. The U.S. has been bombing the shit out of the Houthis for the past month, just non-stop blasting them into oblivion. See a nice fighter jet take off. It's like an F-15, F-16.
Yeah. Beautiful plane. Of course, it's not one.
Oh, yeah, I mean, nothing better than the F-22 is just fucking peak civilization. That's an F-35.
Look at how clean that is.
Dude, the F-35 is a nice looking planes too.
Look at that. Oh, beautiful planes.
Yeah.
Why didn't they just build planes instead of building nukes? Oh my god.
I believe India just bought a bunch of planes off of France, the Rafales.
Yeah, but they're just gonna crash them.
I mean, Turkish sailors from the U.S. strikes. Oh yeah, this is what I was wanting to show you. This is us bombing the shit out of the Houthis. Just imagine the wartime footage we're gonna get from the India-Pakistan stuff. Oh wow.
This is American weaponry. India, Pakistan ain't gonna be nothing.
Well, what do you think? What do you think? What do you think India uses?
Boo.
What is that?
These shit.
Looks
The
like a
Houthis
girl.
are by far the. Yeah, I don't know what they're trying to say.
What the fuck?
What we got here? Houthis launched a missile more than 1,000 miles away at Israel. Oh my god. More than 1,000. A million Jews and Arabs in Haifa and other towns rushed into bomb shelters. Thank God the IDF intercepted the missile.
Yeah, and this attack was 2 days ago.
Precedent attacks against the Houthis. Video of Turkish.
Wow, actually, when he pans it, you can see we attacked all the ports over there.
Yeah.
It's
Same
also
video.
it's also been reported that are these
This is Iron Dome.
yeah, it's got to be right. Another system like
Yeah,
this.
this is the Iron Dome shooting down missiles.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, like once again, they kind of have like an Iron Dome system in Israel going on. Don't know why you keep using missiles.
Versus
Once
lasers,
again.
you mean, or something? Oh, you mean against Israel?
Listen, here's how you develop a missile to get past the Iron Dome. You develop a missile with heat flares on it that it detonates once the missile is halfway to its destination. That way, it doesn't blow up the fucking missile.
Same fucking.
Hello?
They're using.
How long are you gonna take to figure this out?
They're using
Like-
old technology, brother.
You trying to develop a nuke? Hey, how about developing the flare? You're about a few decades behind.
Yeah,
Saying.
there's a lot of activity in the Middle East right now. That's for sure.
It's so funny how if they just had like 10 more IQ points, they might be able to get an attack in on
They
Israel.
don't. They're literally just playing catch up the whole time.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to imagine they're using bows, and like they've somehow managed to scrounge up some guns, just by Christmas
Yeah.
miracle. They don't know how it works, So
Well, I mean, we
that's it.
sold them the guns. We sold the
True,
guns to them.
True, not wrong.
They gave us the excuse to use a false flag, which to sell more guns. So yeah.
kind of 200 IQ.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see what happens with the Iran thing. It's kind of hit or miss.
Isn't it weird? These people live and die their whole lives believing in this religion that doesn't do them any good at all, and
well, to
they end up
them,
not succeeding in accomplishing what the religion tells them to do anyway.
I think
don't.
the weird part is for them. Again, someone like put this in perspective for me, but they actually believe that they have two options, and it's die trying to accomplish the said goal of destroying Israel, or accomplish the goal. That's their two options. And when they die, they think they go to heaven. Like, they literally think that if they die on this cause, they will go to heaven. And not only do they think that if they die, they go to heaven, but, like, if they use a child as a human shield, and that child dies, they think the child instantly goes to heaven. So, like, for them, they're just, like, that's their reality. You know what I mean? Like, you imagine that's what you think all the time. You know, you're born, like, that's their culture, that's your religion. It's, like, implanted on you at birth.
That's your entire life.
My entire, like, life, and what I have to lead up to is taking out Israel. That's my entire fucking, like, you know, in some Asian countries, their goal is to get to America, you know? And in their country, their goal is to just kill Israelis and take Israel out. Like, that's what they're fucking bred to do. And
they're terrible at it.
And
like, listen, guys, maybe if your religion is giving you all the game pieces on the board to help you kill Israel, and you're still not able to kill Israel, maybe you need to switch religions or something. I don't know. Obviously, religion ain't helping you defeat Israel, so maybe it's trying to try something different. Maybe, I don't know, flares. You know, flares are a pretty good start. Pretty easy.
It's wild, man.
Pretty easy. Very simple technology. Could easily be developed.
There's actually a video of, like, an interviewer. This is slightly off topic, but kind of sticking with what their mentality is. There's an interviewer, I believe, interviewing some, like, Africans. I don't know which country in Africa, and he's interviewing them about rape and what they think about it. And they actually think that it's okay, based on, they just think it's okay. Like, that's what they're taught, is that it's okay, it's fine, because the woman's body will react, or because the woman is like an animal. Like, that's what they grow up thinking that. Like, it's crazy. And it's the same, like, it's just, I don't know, lack of education, I have no idea, but, and these countries that are third world, and they just grow up with this fucking insane mentality that is so different, in reality is so different from the Western world that, again, we just can't, we're so far removed, we won't understand it, you know? It's impossible.
Well, I mean, it's like, it's an IQ, we're in an IQ meta. We're not supposed to understand the people in, you know, fucking bronze or whatever, you know? They belong in bronze, right? Like, maybe we're in, like, plaid or low diamond or something, right? But they're in, like, fucking bronze. Like, they're doing shit that we wouldn't even think about doing over here in plat and diamond level, because it's, like, stupid shit.
You're right. You're right.
You're trying to solo Baron?
Yeah.
The second it spawns? As Rammus? Like,
the question is, what do you do with them? That's the question, right? Like, what do you do to remedy the situation? Like, if you're Israel, clearly you figure out the solution, right? You just start fucking killing them.
You report them.
Well, something like that.
Yeah, report them.
Yeah, remove them from the game.
Yeah, you just report them.
Yeah. I don't know.
In Dota, they let you pause the game.
Well, that's a mistake.
So there was a game where 9 people didn't have the correct credit, like social credit score in Dota. So it didn't let them pause the game or unpause the game, right? Nine of the 10 people in the game, right? So 9 people weren't allowed to because they didn't have the social credit score in the game necessary to pause or unpause the game. But one person did. That one person paused the game and then left for 3 hours.
Holy shit.
They came back. They could have had that game in stasis for days if they wanted to.
That's crazy.
Oh, that's Dota needs to do some serious rework on their system. But
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. That's for sure.
No. I feel like there's other news we're missing.
Oh yeah, there's a lot. We don't really need. We just finished the world news, so we'll move on to the Discord going public.
Oh yeah, Discord. Let's see what the memes are.
This is the most depressing news from our list, I guess. So Discord, which is actually what we use to host the podcast, or host, what we use to do the speaking and interviewing, and it is another social media platform. It kind of is like Skype, except a better version. It literally made Skype.
It's nothing like Skype.
Well, it's the same.
Skype sucks.
Same type of platform. Man, and so it's gonna go public.
Wait.
It's gonna be a public.
Oh no, TeamSpeak.
Company.
What the fuck? TeamSpeak responded.
Oh yeah, TeamSpeak's been putting out memes like they're gonna come back, make a comeback off this. So it gets worse.
Now,
so Discord is not only going public, which means it's going to be in the stock market, and be for capital, meaning it wants to make money, but it is also going to be run by the vice chairman of Activision Blizzard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucked essentially.
Yeah, and I mean,
it's gonna turn into a capitalist hellhole.
Yeah, this is bad news, guys. It's not good. First of all, the people who ran Activision Blizzard like notoriously suck major fucking ass. They're terrible at their job. Pretty much ruined WoW for a good stint. It was awful. They ruined everything they touched, to be honest with you. They were also known for like the partial downfall of Call of Duty, and like it's just not good, man. What they do is they come in and they turn it into this slop where they just try and make you pay for everything. Discord notoriously has offered its services for free, most of them, and it's been trying to make money through like, you know, skins and colors and like features. And it's already been kind of toting the line of too much, you know, trying to get you to pay too much for some of its services. This will be the final push. This will be it. I would not be surprised if a lot of their services became, you know,
let's replace the soul of the company with a spreadsheet guy.
Yep.
Every board, every single time.
Yep. Yes, sir. Yeah.
So essentially, everyone's going to be leaving Discord over the course of the next 3 years or so, and we're going to need to find a new platform.
Yes, sir.
We don't know what it's going to be yet, but I'm sure there's going to be some guy out there that's going to be like, guys, all we need to do is provide an alternative that's just as good as Discord, and it's not going to fuck up people's day. And then we will just make a shit ton of money.
And there can already be a lot of alternatives. Discord suffers from, first of all, Discord, none of it's encrypted. All of your message, it's easily hacked. It's like kind of the biggest problem is low security. On top of that, they already sell all of your data, like literally all of it. You can just notice whenever you type anything into Discord, specifically items, I immediately get ads for it right away. Should we talk about like the calls are recorded? Like there's no.
I don't care about that. I don't care about
that. I'm just saying an alternative could easily.
They can sell my data, but if you charge me money for some stupid shit, or if I have a laggy stream, we have a problem, right? Or if you're like doing an update randomly on like a fucking Friday night. Yeah, we're gonna have a fucking problem. You better be doing it at 2 a.m. You better be making sure your IT guys are drinking their double espresso shots and they're working for their minimum wage job, like they want it, like they actually fucking want it. All right.
Yeah, this is about to get fucking ugly. I'll say that much. Pretty much everything will be for profit, and they'll just try and squeeze every last dollar they can of all the users. So
yeah,
it's most unfortunate, and you're right. We will have to find an alternative, most likely. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it's just gonna have to. We're gonna have to find something else, but we don't. It'll come out. We just gotta be patient. We just gotta be wait.
I agree.
So let's look at Discord alternatives. Let's see who's offering. You got Slack, Doug. You want to use Slack?
I've never used Slack before, so I don't.
It's like Discord, but it's typically used by businesses.
Businesses, maybe.
We might end up switching.
Free to use and being user friendly are two key.
Yeah, it's free to use and it's somewhat user friendly.
Is it?
It's okay. It's not terrible. Yeah, it's about the same. Closest you're gonna get to Discord is Slack.
I'll have to look into it. Yeah. So we also find the tariffs are starting to kick in, specifically against China, and people are going nuts over the increase in prices from anything ordered from China. And they're like, oh my god! People who obviously don't pay attention to the news or something are like, why am I getting charged $300 for, you know, travel from China? And just like, bruh, like, are you fucking stupid?
Yeah.
On top of that, Amazon came out and said that they were going to show which of their items were suffering from the tariffs and like show the, you know, the numbers.
Yeah.
And the White House came out and were like, okay, that's a political move. Fuck you.
Yeah.
And then Jeff Bezos came out and said that, okay, we're not going to do that anymore.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I don't understand everyone complaining. To me, like, it's crazy, guys. We can't be giving China money. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you people? You know,
yeah.
What the fuck?
Like, we need to be self-sufficient. We can't keep relying upon the Chinese.
You can't honestly tell me that we can't automate and pump out a lot of this Chinese shit. I know they
But
can.
I'm telling you, within the next 2 decades, there's not going to be any human beings inside of a fast food place anymore.
I know. Good.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
That's right.
Fucking good.
Yeah. I don't want to hear about your day, Mr. Fast Food Worker. That's great. I'm glad you're happy. But I just want my food. Okay. A robot would just give me my food.
True.
Please stop talking. I think you should be muzzled. I do feel bad for the fast food workers though, because it means they literally have no other option.
I don't know. I don't know what will happen. I think there'll be a lot of benefits to it. You know.
Yeah.
Very easily. All that happens all the time. So just for a heads up, guys. Just so we can kind of assuage some fears. Okay. There are factories in China and Asia and Southeast Asia where they literally can make a phone with no person involved. Okay, a whole phone, no person. It's just, in a factory, it just pumps out the phone. Okay, and it's the same thing with a whole ass car. In Singapore and Indonesia, they have factories where they can pump out a whole car, no person involved. There's no reason that we can't do that in the U.S.
But there is a reason. You want to know why, Doug?
Why is that?
You can't tax a robot.
Well, that's why we're moving to tariffs on other countries.
You can't tax a robot. That's why America loves it when people are doing the job and not robots.
Actually, I think it's more like capitalizing on opportunity. So obviously it made sense when this didn't exist to move your factories out of the country. But like, why would you move them back realistically, right? Why wouldn't you just keep your automated factory in China where you can then still make it for cheap and then sell it to Americans for much more? Yeah. Why wouldn't you do that? No. I think it's good that we're forcing the companies to come here and fucking build these AI factories. But
Apple's coming back to America, I think, or something.
Well, they've announced some money, but they said they're going to move most of their operations to India.
Oh, Israel, don't bomb India just yet. Once they get the next iPhone, then you can bomb it.
There you go. Yeah.
What are you doing?
Also in AI news, we have discovered how to talk to dolphins using AI.
Great. What did they say?
It's just like, they haven't said anything like philosophical, if that's what you're asking. It's more of an identification of objects.
Do you have your coffee?
So, this is a rock, fetch me the rock type shit. They're still working, it's still in progress, but part of it is understanding the dolphin noises, because apparently they make noises that we can't hear. So it's getting those and then recreating them and basically creating a language similar to how there's different languages using our speak, right? You have English, Spanish, French.
Oh, great. We can talk to dolphins now. Hey, guys, we can talk to dolphins. Put lasers on them and send them into Russia. Yeah.
Oh, that technology is coming along.
Attack dolphins. That's great. I'm glad. First we started off by giving them LSD and having sex with the dolphins. True. And now we're learning how they speak. I'm sure the CIA is very proud of themselves.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty cool. It should be a testament to the technology that, using it to first recreate how dolphins speak and then using that same technology to bridge the barrier.
Yeah, listen, Doug, if this was like a real America, like a real genuine America, I can already Johnson, what have you been doing? What have you been working on? What's this project you're working on here? What have we been giving you all this money, all this funding for? Well, sir, we're learning how to talk to dolphins, sir. Yeah, we think we got it down to a science. Johnson, get the fuck out of my sight. We're supposed to be developing weapons for Israel, Johnson. We're supposed to be for Israel.
Do you want to know who working on this technology?
Who?
It's the people who invented the automatic scroll feature. So when you scroll and it refreshes your thing automatically? The people who made that were like, oh god, this technology is evil, what have we done? But they made a lot of money and they're like, okay, now let's swap to something that could be, productive and cool. And they decided they want
Talking to fucking dolphins. Yeah, I'm sure it's going to be useful for 99% of the population on the planet. Good job, the people who made the most evil algorithm on the planet. Good fucking job.
It's so
Absolute
funny.
dumb fucks. Absolute dumb. What are we gonna spend all this money on? Let's talk to fucking dolphins.
They use
Fucking retarded.
a model made by Google. I don't know how the the system of finances work. I think they must be working under a subsidiary of Google, but Google supplies the AI model. And yeah, so I mean, I just thought that was funny that these people who invented probably the most fucking evil feature on the planet are also now currently trying to get us to talk to dolphins. So
that's great. Good job, guys.
And they're successful at it. They are very successful. It looks like we'll be able to have full fucking communication with them. You bring up a good point. It could be used as a weapon. Just fucking telling dolphins with lasers to go blow up. I forget what's the pipeline between Russia and Germany that we blew up.
Ukraine.
No. What the fuck is it? Fuck. Gosh.
The Exxon oil pipeline.
No. Oh, X.com. What's it called? Pipeline. It is called. I love that I put in pipeline blow up, and I can fucking. There's so much news on pipelines that are going kaboom.
Fuck the pipelines.
Nord Stream, that's what it was called. Nord Stream connected Germany and Russia, and it blew up, and nobody knows who did it.
I can tell you who did it.
Yeah, it was dolphins with lasers sent by the U.S.
Apparently. Like, I can imagine a storyline in some world where the daughter of Putin has a pet dolphin, and they somehow convince the dolphin to assassinate the daughter of Putin.
Shit would be crazy. An army of dolphins sinking boats, like taking the hits, going suicide into the drones.
Yeah.
The water drones, the boat drones.
Suicide dolphins. That would be insane. Dolphins. We're living in an insane timeline, Doug. I don't think it can get crazier than. Ever since the fucking Frutiger Arrow timeline got switched over, in what was it, late 2009, the Frutiger Arrow timeline got destroyed. Everything's been downhill since then.
I would argue that Suicide Dolphins is uphill, but yeah, sure. Either's fine.
It all started in 96 with the New World Order timeline, and then it devolved once the Frutiger Arrow timeline devolved, got destroyed as well. Everything's been downhill. And then we've entered the Backrooms timeline, and now we're in the fucking... I don't know Cyberpunk Dystopia timeline at this point. I don't think we're getting out of this one, though. I don't think we're getting out of this timeline.
I don't know where we are. Chief.
We'll have to refer to the timeline chart.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah.
A quantum computer could actually produce such a chart, by the way.
It could. Let me see if anyone's posted about Frutiger Arrow recently.
I don't know what that is. Explain to me and the viewers what the fuck you're talking about.
It was... Do you remember back in Windows Vista, Windows 7?
Yeah.
Windows Vista and Windows 7, Microsoft unknowingly brought about the Frutiger Arrow timeline. And the Frutiger Arrow timeline was a timeline where physical media, right, the physical media that we use, and digital media were in a perfect harmony and balance. People own things like CDs, cassettes, mini discs, for one, and other forms of physical media, but they also had a connection to the internet that they didn't have access to immediately through the use of their cellular device. They had to go home to use the internet. They had to be on a computer. And when you typed on the internet, there was intellect behind it because you knew you were using a special commodity. And the physical media that you owned worked in harmony with devices that weren't connected to the internet, thus being connected to the global system that we know today as the Prism Network, which they used to spy on us. So it was called the Frutiger Arrow timeline because of the operating system Windows 7 and Vista, which had the Frutiger Arrow theme, which looks sort of like this. Very bubbly, hopeful, cheerful. You don't see the Frutiger Arrow timeline anymore. Look at that, a dolphin. Coincidence? I think not. But yeah, and the Frutiger Arrow timeline was dissolved after the release of Windows 8.1, which was to be used with tablets and other mobile devices, in particular their new Windows Phone, which was a flop, by the way. Terrible. And essentially, yeah, we lost this. This is what we lost, Doug. The Fruitiger Arrow timeline. And we're trying. And I think we might be able to get it back, though. We might be able to get it back.
Maybe. I do think now would be a good time if we can separate far enough from globalism. I think it would be good.
Yeah, the Y2K. I don't know how I feel about the Y2K timeline. It was decent.
It was okay. I think everything. It was just everything that led up to 2001 was really.
Yeah.
2001 was just the big hit. Fucked up America pretty bad. Made us all paranoid.
Yeah. Turned out to be our own government. Yeah, pretty crazy, huh? 50 cents to ride a dolphin and forget your responsibility. Once again, Doug, it can't be a coincidence.
I don't.
This can't.
It's not a coincidence, dude.
To ride a dolphin and forget your responsibilities. They're trying to use dolphins to control us, Doug. Don't you understand the timeline? It's all synced up. It's all synced up. The Fruitiger Arrow timeline didn't dissolve for nothing. They're trying to warn us.
I think they're just listening to us talking live, and they're just throwing everything in front of us without any, discretion as to their activities. We say the word dolphin a bunch. And
hashtag Fruitiger Arrow. That's the first thing that pops up.
I mean, this is just like dead internet theory, right? Like we say fucking dolphin stuff, and then all of a sudden dolphins everywhere. Like just for reference.
For 14,008 various Pride Arrow orbs. This is what we needed.
Yeah.
We have to go back to the Fruitiger Arrow timeline, Doug.
Well, I don't think we're getting back there, Chief.
No, you're probably right. Probably not.
Well, I am. Do you want to talk about VR chat?
No. Yeah, we can talk about VR chat.
Oh my God, yes. Okay. I
have a video you want to pull up.
All right, pull up some VR chat gameplay. Try to just we'll have to keep it muted because we can't show certain stuff.
Doug, I'm just gonna click one of these videos.
If you can go to a live stream, I think. Oh, one of those videos? Yeah, I don't know if those are covered.
What's up, man?
All right, hold on. We should tell people what VR chat is while it's streaming.
If you don't know what VR chat is, you're probably actually a really healthy human being.
Yeah, good for you if you don't know what VR chat is.
Okay, VR chat is essentially virtual reality chat. It's an application that exists on Steam on your desktop, or it exists on the Meta Store on your MetaQuest device. You're able to
VR
hook it up.
Virtual reality fucking headset puts the things right in front of your eyes.
Correct. You essentially, once you download the game on your VR headset or on your computer, you're able to use it either in VR or on desktop, and go into the game, and you'll have your own character. You can move your arms and legs just like in real life or whatever, but in the game instead. And essentially, most of the people on there are pedophiles, drug addicts, furries, cringe lords, gooners, and edgelords. And essentially, it's the place where the degenerates go to so that you don't have to deal with them in the real world. Meta realized that they could sell you a product that allows you to get away from the real world. And it turns out the only people that want to get away from the real world are the people that suck dick at it. And those are called degenerates. And so they managed to make a containment zone for all the degenerates, and it's called VR chat.
Yeah, I mean, that wasn't a bad description.
Yeah.
So there's two ways to play VR chat. One is on your PC, using your keyboard, mouse, and your camera around. The other way is actually, well, from anywhere from just the, classic VR headset that I'm sure a lot of you have seen at some point, to like a full body suit. And there are even people who will pay like thousands of dollars for a treadmill so they can like walk in the world, like sensor suits and shit. Some people get crazy into it. Now, I actually played VR chat for a short time. A mutual friend of ours invited me, and I was like, sure, I'll check it out. And then I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. I played random games on it. They had like a murder house thing where you had to figure out who's the murderer. They try and kill you, and you just ran around the house. It's a lot of fun. There's a lot of things you can do. It's similar to Roblox, where pretty much anyone can go in and make a world and design it any way they want. So there's like nightclubs, movie theaters, there's like golf courses, pretty much anything. So
Fishing.
Dude,
Cancun.
Cancun. There's some.
You can jerk off in the lobby.
Yeah, there's a lot of
anywhere.
Degenerate.
And no one would ever know.
There's a lot of degenerate level of activity that goes on. I will put this into a broader issue that we've already talked about on the show, which is there's a lot of kids who coexist on these servers with these fucking weirdos.
Yeah. And there's a rule that you don't really talk about because you shouldn't really need to talk about it. But if there's a kid in the area or whatever, obviously you either tone down the rhetoric or you leave the area and you go to a private lobby or something. You don't do what you normally do in VR chat around the fucking squeaker kid whose mom is probably sitting right next to him while he's playing this game, right? It's just common sense, right? But some people are like, ooh, let's talk to the kid. Let's mess with the kid. Let's see what his name is. Where do you live, kid? What are you doing? Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of there's people on here, and it's just so weird because I never thought about it before. Even with Discord and just like the huge fucking mesh of like children and grown adults, but like there are people on there that just don't see a problem with it at all. Like they just don't care, and they will. I mean, they'll like pretend to make out and have sex right there in these lobbies.
Yeah, I mean, and the thing is, in virtual reality, your age is whatever you say your age is, right? Like, there are people on virtual reality that are like, I'm still like an 18-year-old or whatever, or in the game I'm 12 and shit like that. And very, once again, these people, there's a reason they're on this game to begin with. It ain't because they're doing so hot in the real world. I'll tell you that right now.
So here's my 2 experiences or I'll say 3 experiences I remember the most in VR chat. One is the like having fun, kind of playing those silly games, where people were trying to murder you, or whatever, or like golfing and stuff. Fun, however, I get over it pretty quick because it's buggy and there's always people cheating and it's just like eh. My other experience was some kid who was fucking crying on the floor into his mic and with like the whole fucking head like bodysuit shit and screaming like he was going to kill himself. So that was one of the experiences. And then the other one, I already told you about this earlier, but I knew this chick outside the VR chat. She's like, oh, I play VR chat. I was like, oh, I'll play with you. We had like planned to hang out or something, and she was late, and I was like, well, what the fuck, I'm pissed. And she invited me to her, VR chat house, and then she started giving me a lap dance on in her virtual reality house, and I'm just sitting there like, dude, what the fuck, man? Like, you were late, I was waiting around, and now you think a virtual lap dance is supposed to make this feel better. And I'm pissed, and I'm just sitting there like, you've got to be joking. And then her boyfriend spawns in the room. I think her boyfriend. I don't really know what to call him, to be honest with you. I think they live together. Yeah. I don't fucking know. But he spawns in the room, and he's like, what the hell's going on here? And she stops, and she looks at me, and she's like, oh, jeez. And I'm just like, bro, what in the fuck is happening? I could not believe guys, just for reference, my experience with this person was we played League of Legends together, and I was like trying to put a team together, and she was going to be on the team. That was my experience, and I just randomly hopped on VR chat with her for fun. So just imagine I have this like, kind of professional-ish relationship with this person. Like we hung out and you're barely friends, and all of a sudden, this stupid shit is happening. I was so confused, and after that, I was like, okay, we're done here. I don't know what kind of lifestyle was going on.
This proves that women will turn into a mattress pad for an easy job.
I was just like, bro, this is crazy. Like, what the fuck is going on? I couldn't believe it. I will say, bro, her voice, best voice I've ever heard in my entire life. I swear to God. Yes, I want to take her voice and create an AI chatbot with it. I swear to God, I'd make so much money.
It'll never be as good as the dub voice actor for Fearin', but whatever.
I guess I don't know who you're talking about, but I'm telling you, her voice.
Oh yeah, no, it'll never be as good as the dub voice actor for.
Okay, all right, fine, chill, chill.
Doug, I don't know if I said this before, but the dub voice actors for Fearin' can't be beat. I'm just sorry. I'm sorry. It just can't be beat. You putting your hands up. I'm starting to feel a little bit offended here, Doug. Do you think? Are you trying to ask a question? Are you questioning?
You're just getting more and more aggressive, and I never even brought this up, and I'm not saying anything, and you're just getting more and more aggressive about it. I surrender.
Okay.
Chill. But yeah, so those are my experiences on VR chat, and after that I was like, I can't be bothered with this app. Or after the kid talking about killing himself, I was like, this is too much for me. Like,
all right, Doug. I used to, and I'll talk about my experiences because I don't really talk about my experiences. I used to go onto a lobby called 2 minutes to talk. It essentially gives you 2 minutes to talk with a random person. It queues you up with a random person. You talk with them for 2 minutes. Most of the people there are just looking to fuck.
Of course.
Yes. Yeah. So most of the time, so gay guys, lesbians, sometimes straight people, like it's actually kind of funny because like half the time it's gay people and like the other half the time it's straight people. And then you have the people that there's two other kinds of people that are separate from the people that want to fuck. So like I'd say about like 60% is like the people that want to fuck. And then you have the 40%. And 20% of them are like the quiet people that are just there to like have a conversation, right? And it's like, yeah, I gotcha. And it's like they are there to, kind of just like listen to the conversation, just talk, because they're very like lonely. And there's other people there that are like, they're there to like talk and like have a conversation. But they're like they're in reality that they need to get the fuck away from reality because they're losing their mind and their entire world is crashing down. So you need to talk to some really depressed people sometimes that just need to talk about their problems. So that was a pretty common thing. Another area I would always go to would be pretty much the most degenerate slut holes that you could ever find, pretty much. Like you'd have people dancing on top of each other, like everything in between happening, and I was kind of just there to enjoy it. I would just drink and chill in virtual reality, and I'd listen to people talk about their lives, yada yada. I would just lie about my own stuff and not really engage too much. Just let other people talk about whatever they want to talk about. Well, I just drink, and then that'd pretty much be the my virtual reality experience.
Yeah, that's what she kind of did too, in terms of drinking. And she invited me out a few times to drink with them in VR, but like, I found it weird to be in places, VR, where you just don't know what the age of everybody is. It's just weird to me.
Yeah. And for me, it didn't matter because I wasn't like messing around with anyone like that. I was kind of just chilling, just listening to conversation. But there'd be other people that, obviously are like, ooh, how old are you? Ooh, you sound pretty young. Ooh, ooh.
Ew.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's
like, what am I gonna do about it? You think the moderation team's gonna do anything about it? Probably not. They don't give a shit. So it's like I'm kind of just there,
Yeah.
I'd play games too sometimes and whatnot. But anytime I heard a kid, I would get unreasonably annoyed, and I'd be like, I am leaving this area immediately.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't comfortable.
Lady, get your kid off of this fucking game. It should be an 18+ game. The fact that it's not is actually kind of concerning at this point.
I know. That was always my thing too. Is you have these massive rooms and you just had you would have like two 40-year-olds chatting it up, and then you'd have like a fucking 12-year-old kid just running around at the same time, and it's like, this is a cesspool of chaos. Like, what is going on here?
Yeah. I had to help a 52-year-old figure out his living situation one time.
That's the other thing too. Sorry, I meant to say that I swear half the people in that game would just randomly start talking about their lives and their trauma, randomly out of their mind. They would just start spitting some shit out. Like,
Yeah.
it happens so much on there where you would just hear about someone's fucking worst event in their life, you know?
Yeah.
Like, oh, this person did this to me. I've been to an asylum like 3 times. And I'm just sitting here like, what the fuck? Like, what kind of rapport do we have after 5 minutes of talking, bro? Like, what is going on?
It's supposed to be like a safe haven trauma dump for everything involved. Don't get me started on the. Okay, like like that. I could go on and on about.
Please go on and on and on. It's the whole point of a podcast, is to go on and on and on.
I want to convey something. I don't hate anyone. Listen, I have no hatred towards anyone. All right, especially not Israel. We love Israel here, but I don't hate anyone. However, I did go to a trans server one time, and once again, there's nothing wrong with being trans, but if you don't sound convincing enough, it just doesn't make any sense to me. I'm sorry. Like either you can either do it or you can't. I know you got to practice to do it, but please, I can't take the conversation seriously. I just can't. I'm sorry. You gotta work on your skills with the voice, or you just don't use it at all, right? Like I don't. That's just my opinion on it. I would go to these servers where it's like talking about like trans rights and all this stuff, like as if it's like a battle against like Battlestar Galactica where you're fighting the fucking aliens or something. Like, guys, come on, just chill. You're just taking some drugs. You're just taking some drugs, man. Listen, you want to be a chick? Nothing wrong with that. But it ain't Battlestar fucking Galactica. Just chill.
It's, you know, I know a lot of trans people, and at this point, I think part of why how I've been so accepting of it is like my 2 like main philosophies that I was morally attached to were don't hurt women and children. If you didn't do those 2 things, I honestly just did not give a fuck about what was going on. I didn't care. I was like, if you were trans and you spoke to me, I didn't like accept it, and you know, I'm not like, okay, that's a guy, that's a girl, you know, genetically speaking. But I would be like, I don't really care. You know what I mean? Like, sure, I'll call you whatever you want. I don't give a fuck, even if your voice sounds like the gender that you are, or sex that you are. But I did notice that there was a rise in the amount of trans people, or at least the amount of trans people I kept running into, only in the past, like, 4 years, I would say. 4 or 5 years. And I've always kind of been curious as to why that is.
Vaccines.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because they did a test on transgender brains, and they found out that they're kind of like in the middle between a male and a female brain, where it distorts their perception of their perceived, constructed gender, or whatever you want to call it. So it's definitely something that's a chemical change in the body that occurs through vaccines, 100%. That's what I would do if I was, the government.
I don't know. I just thought the increase was interesting, and I've existed on the internet for such a long time that I think that I've had a large enough pool of people to notice such an interesting increase. However, I will say, on VR chat, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of furries.
Yeah, we can watch let's watch this freak out.
Sure.
What's going on?
What the did I do?
I'm gonna ask you politely, please back up. He's not in the right mood. Gary, please go to sleep.
I've witnessed situations like these.
That guy needs to apologize to me.
If you really want an apology, you can go find him.
We have to pause every 9 seconds.
I want an apology, please.
Talk about what's happening or something.
Get the fuck.
Doug, I don't know. Doug, if you can't understand what's happening at this point, you're probably watching the wrong fucking channel. Yeah.
Oh no!
Let's keep watching.
For a demonetizing thing.
A demonetizing thing?
They'll take down our whole ass video.
Why? It's literally we've only been watching for 30 seconds.
I keep playing.
Watch it for 30. What's the timer at? What's the timer that we have to pause it? Like, obviously, if you find a good time to pause, we'll just pause it and talk about it.
At least every 9 seconds, I think, is like what you're supposed to do.
9 seconds? Buddy, listen. Okay, fuck this. You know where we're going? You know where we're going? Where are we?
Where are we going?
We're straight to shorts.
Oh, nice. Good move. Good move.
For 7
Don't-
days, and we're gonna cook it. Regardless.
Well, like, look up. Let's not watch random shorts. Let's watch the fucking VR shorts. That guy is.
All right, fine.
Go back to that guy's channel. He's known for going popular for shorts.
Look at and remember a card in the middle of the deck. You got one? Watch.
What is happening?
Listen.
I don't even know. I touched the VR chat freak out.
Alright, everyone. My friend Drew here has this thing called Phantom
Oh
Sense.
my god. Wait, pause. Let's talk about Phantom Sense. I don't know how we didn't talk about Phantom Sense.
Oh, no,
Okay.
Doug, please.
Alright, no, yeah, we have to talk about this. Okay, so I believe Phantom Sense is an actual phenomenon in the real world, and it's covered with, like, if you lose a limb, you can still have that sensation that it's still there, like it's itching or something like that. I believe that's what Phantom Sense actually is. Somehow, these VR chatters have hijacked this because that's what mental ill people do. They just hijack real mental illness and pretend that they have it, in which they say they can literally feel what is happening what's happening in the virtual world on their body. So if they get hit in the real world, oh my god, this gets even crazier. It's something I want to talk about. If they get hit in the virtual world, they feel pain in real life, and they get really bothered by it.
It's sort of online.
If you walk into their model, they freak the fuck out and start yelling at you, and it is hilarious. But it gets even crazier because apparently, I don't even know how do I say this softly? But e-rape is a thing where in VR chat, they will fall asleep in the servers, and these people with phantom pain, they experience, yeah, I don't know, yeah. Someone might sneak up on them while they're sleeping in VR world, and then have dirty things
if you're
done
sleeping
to them in VR and VR.
You are gone. You are no longer human. I'm sorry. If you are sleeping in VR, you are past the point of no return.
Dude. I don't know, Chief, but the phantom pain thing, it gets me every time.
Wait. Did you just say phantom pain?
Phantom pain.
Wait.
Phantom sense.
Wait, did you just say
Phantom sense.
No. No, wait, he's doing it.
Phantom
No,
sense.
wait.
Why did you go back to
I want to tap. No, Bob, I don't care about Bob. Phantom pain. Where's the phantom pain? Where's the phantom pain? Wait. Yeah.
I cannot play this song, dude. I cannot play this song. As much as I love this song, that's some instant shit. Probably get us demonetized, or our video taken down on Spotify. Cannot play it. Sing it for us or something if you're gonna play it.
I can't sing, Doug.
Alright, back to the VR. Go ahead.
Here has this thing called Phantom Sense. So if I actually stab him with this knife, he's gonna feel it, right, Drew?
Yeah, I will actually. Ames?
Drew?
That's not me.
Okay. What the fuck?
That's pretty fun. Okay, I'll give him that.
But go back to that guy's channel, Proximity Chat. That's his channel, Proximity Chat, and then go to his shorts. This guy is really famous on TikTok. This is what his channel is recently.
Who?
His name is Proximity Chat. Go to his channel on YouTube and then go to his shorts. That's it. You can see it right there. See Proximity Chat. Click his name. Infiltrating a crazy VR family. Click that. And then click.
Why can't I still hear this? I'm just clicking on this.
Okay.
A friend of mine threatening on
Drew?
him
That's not me.
contact her husband.
Why the fuck am I hearing everything twice?
I get told by a friend of mine threatening on them trying to contact her husband IRL to tell her what she's doing on VR chat.
What's she doing on VR chat that's so bad that her husband needs to know? She get with guys on here or something?
No. I will say this to me and Sly are VR married, right? But that's none of his damn business.
What the fuck? Bro, I mean, this kind of goes right along with what happened with me, right? What? Dude, guys, sometimes I just don't know what to say, guys. I just don't know what to say, man. And listen, I've become addicted to this all day, where I've just been watching this guy's content and other like VR content, and I'm not gonna lie, from my own experience, I know how seriously they take this, and for them guys, it's like real life for them. Okay, so when he says they're VR married, and she has a husband and they're cheating, for them it's like real life. Okay, which means if this guy found out, he'd be very upset, and he would have to run around and tell people that his wife was cheating on him in the virtual world and had a virtual husband. And I assure you, it gets even crazier where they say that they have virtual children, and it just gets so absurd to a degree that is unimaginable. And I didn't know this was happening. I didn't know it had gone like this. I briefly had stints with this world, and I was like, I don't want any part of this. It's psychotic and stupid. And just today, I found... Yeah, go ahead.
It's the future.
I think it's half of the future. Maybe.
It's the future.
I think
Doug.
it's half of people of the future.
Crypto will never be anything. It's a Ponzi scheme. Bitcoin is going to zero. Bitfuck is going to zero.
What's Bitcoin at now? $100,000.
Is that 100?
Yeah.
Nice.
The internet will never take off. It's a fringe thing that only nerds use.
Now everyone has internet on their cellular phone 24/7.
Oh,
Limited data
I don't
5G
disagree
connection.
that VR stuff will be popular. I just think it's like fucking crazy.
Virtual reality will never be anything more than a cringy VR chat game.
People are having surrogates of the VR world instead of the hyper-realistic Second Life simulation.
People are getting married in here. They're getting married.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, how serious people take this. Okay, it's very, very serious for them. Okay, the Phantom.
One thing I've learned, Doug,
Yeah.
if you joke about something, at all, it's going to fuck you in the ass. Don't joke about crypto, it will fuck you in the ass. Don't joke about the internet, it will fuck you in the ass. Don't joke about anything at all, preemptively, operating under complete assumptions with no predictors for the future whatsoever, because you will get completely clowned on. Never do.
What have we joked about? Should we be nervous?
What about what? If you joked about what?
What have we joked about that we shouldn't be nervous?
Probably India and Pakistan.
Yes,
maybe.
That's what I was just thinking. I was like, probably that one. That one probably
Yeah,
bite us in the asshole.
Yeah. So apparently there's been a nuke. Something happened for once.
Something happened.
Yeah.
Somehow started with
Yeah.
Pakistan and India.
Oh, never mind. Nothing ever happens. The nuke hit the middle of the desert, so it only killed like 5,000 people or something. It's nothing ever happens.
Who fucking knows, dude? I think he has like a compilation. If you want to go to his channel really quick, he has like a top. You can just click the thing. The way you operate YouTube and the internet.
What do you mean, click the thing?
Out. Forget it. Just scroll down. 2024 highlights. It's right there. Second row. Yeah, click that. There we go.
You like my skin?
I don't think you belong here.
I'm a wizard.
Yeah, go away. Go away, you're weird.
I'm a wizard.
What the fuck's happening?
Oh, what?
Change avatar. Change avatar now, or you're not getting in.
Nobody's getting in. The line's taking too long to move.
Let me.
Do you mind if I can fill in a job application?
If you do not line up, you all will be kicked. The line starts there.
What's happening, man?
The fucking rep. You all will
It's absolute chaos.
Hey, can we hurry up, please? I'm trying to get in. Gotta open the doors, man. They're gonna break him down.
Line up on this ramp out here, or you're not getting in.
Hey, can you let me in, please?
Get out.
Bro, shut your
I'm saying the N-word on camera.
I'm calling camera saying this.
Free proximity chat, bro. Who did nothing wrong?
I'm one of the people who invented council culture, bitch!
Please don't touch her. Back away, please. She has phantom senses. She does not like being touched. In order to actually do an application, in order to actually.
I love it.
Feel
I
that?
love it.
It's so crazy.
Why in the fuck did you throw something at me?
Can you feel that?
Can you stop, you fucking skull face?
Oh no, not the music.
Oh my god.
The performers, I had like 3 people come up to me and complain about you.
Uh-huh.
Can I help you with something?
Is your girl?
It's my daughter.
What?
Yeah.
I'm stopping it there, Doug. I'm done with this shit. I'm not doing this shit anymore. I'm not doing this shit anymore.
Last one, please. For the audience.
Doug.
You have to suffer for the audience. They don't know this exists. We're introducing them to the fucking lowest degeneracy of that exists on the internet.
Yeah?
How old are you?
Why is that any of your business?
That's your daughter in real life?
No.
This is my daughter.
Like, what do you guys do?
We hang out.
Hang out, I guess.
Can I be your dad?
It's so good. It's actually so. Guys, I promise
getting
you,
pregnant,
like, normally when we fucking pull up this cringe shit, or, like, videos, it could be easily written off as rare, right? I promise you, if we logged into VR chat right now, we would find this shit in seconds. I mean seconds. It would take literal seconds to find these people and see them doing this, okay? And, like...
Yeah.
Look, I like role-playing, to be honest. It's fun. I've done it pretty much since I've been young. It's fucking fun to role-play. These people are on another level of roleplay.
Yeah.
Holy shit. We should shout out this guy's channel. His name is Proximity Chat. He went famous on TikTok for, like, this type of content, and it's only recent.
Yeah.
However, yeah, if you could stomach it, it's fucking hilarious. It's absolutely hilarious, the shit that he stumbles into. And like every single person in VR chat talks like this. Excuse me, I have phantom sense, which means I can feel you walking into me. I'm gonna need you to back up. And it's usually some female saying that. And then there's always some male moderator spawning in from nowhere and be like, the lady asked you to back up. If you don't back up, I'm gonna freaking hurt you in real life. I'm the moderator here, and this is my... Dude, it's so funny. If you want a good laugh, it's the greatest thing. I've been laughing all day, and I needed a good laugh. It's fucking funny, man. It is so funny.
If you have an autistic child and they're feeling suicidal, just give them a VR headset. They won't kill themselves, but they'll be gone.
Yeah, there, if you don't want... We don't have to show anymore. There is one other... thing I wanted to talk about. It's this guy who is another kind of TikTok famous person. He plays Among Us.
Oh, that guy I know you're talking about. He screams at the kids.
He screams at the kids.
I'm the imposter.
Can you find some of his content? I want to show the audience. I think this one is kind of wholesome or controversial depending on which side of the fence you're on. But there's this guy who plays Among Us with children. Now, I don't want that to sound as disgusting. It's not as disgusting as it sounds, okay?
Welcome to the ultimate.
So yeah, we'll show
Among
some
Us
of his
VR
content.
2. It's green. Me and Pig saw green kill. Get him out.
Can you pause?
No, get green out.
Can you pause again?
Yeah.
It's not crazy important, but for those who don't know what Among Us is, it's a game that went viral, like, what, 5 years ago? Maybe more. And it's a game where you have, like, it's a bunch of aliens on a spaceship. You have to figure out which one... Sorry, it's a bunch of humans on a spaceship. One of them is this evil alien trying to kill you. You have to figure out who it is before he kills everybody. That's the premise of the game. It doesn't really matter for the context here. This is also done in VR. This guy, he runs around on here and he just fucking, like, trolls children. And it's kind of funny. It's controversial because he's a grown adult. He also teaches children, I think. He's, like, a kindergarten teacher or something. He doesn't do anything weird.
I'm not gonna lie, Doug. If he's a kindergarten teacher, he's probably getting laid in that school every single day. I'm not gonna lie.
What does that mean? Can you just, what are you talking about?
Like, teachers are generally women. Like, all the women teachers, that work there are probably on his ass,
Oh, probably,
dude.
yeah. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
no, that's true.
Yeah.
I think it's wholesome. He plays the game with them and chases them and scares them. Not in a evil way, you know. He fucking makes them laugh.
Yeah.
However, there are a lot of people who think it isn't. It thinks it's not okay. So where are you at on it?
I think it's okay for the most part. Like, obviously he's trolling them. Yeah, they're still kids, right? So it's like, is he using it for content, exploiting them, and potentially putting them in a bad mood for the rest of the day for his own personal gain? Yes. Is it slightly immoral? Yeah. Is it funny though?
Most
Yeah.
of the children laugh and have a good time. Most of them laugh and have a good time. Okay.
Except the ones that absolutely freak out and their mom shuts off the VR headset. Yeah, it makes them cry. Their mom turns off the VR headset. He threatens to call the police on them, and they genuinely leave but to call the police on them. Except for those times, yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. Except for those times. So,
yeah.
And you'll play the video. We'll show a little bit of his content. That way, the rest of you can kind of decide for yourselves. Anyways.
What if he gets voted off? I want to see if he gets voted.
Oh yeah, let's see him.
Yeah, he actually got voted off.
yeah. Typically, that's how it goes. It's just a lot of screaming, usually.
Fucking no! Oh, I'm sorry, that shit. Oh, I'm sorry, that shit killed me. I gotta see this. I gotta see this shit again. That shit cracks the fucking.
To be honest, guys, that's most of the content. It's just him screaming, and then the kids screaming back at him, and then him screaming. That's like 99% of the content. However, he's like controversial. There'll be people who are like, "This is terrible," you know, like, "Why are you making kids scream and cry?" And then other people, it's pretty funny. He's put other moms will get on their children's mics and be like, "You're so funny. I love you. Like, I love your content." I just love the dichotomy. It's like. Some people are like, well, that's not good. And then there's whole parents who are just like, you're so fucking funny. This is awesome.
Like, listen. If a dad comes home, he's the sole breadwinner. He just got back from a 25-hour shift. He comes home to his kid screaming on the VR headsets that he bought him for last Christmas. That kid is getting beaten.
I mean, to be fair, yeah, probably.
Yeah. We laugh and joke, but Griffiths has probably caused at least one child to get his ass beat.
That's true. At least one. Oh my god. His content is so funny, man. It's so funny. And I find it to be wholesome, to be honest. It's like, I think it's a healthier way for, the mixture to exist. But, yeah. I don't know. It's hard. The virtual world with the fucking... Just the crossover between adults and children is so weird. They need to find some way to fucking moderate it entirely. It's crazy to me that, all of this shit is basically moderated already, right? They already have profiles on us just through Discord use.
Yeah.
So it's why can't that technology be spun in a defensive maneuver for children? I just don't get it. I don't understand.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe we need to get back into e-dating. Maybe that's what we're really missing.
I'm not
become e-daters again.
I'm not missing out on e-dating.
Yeah, let's just become e-daters again, Doug. Let's become e-dating. We'll have all the Discord kittens.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Before Discord shuts it all down.
True. Collect them all before it gets shut down.
Yeah.
Oh, Discord.
Right. I don't have anything else to talk about tonight, Doug. I have a massive headache.
I will be wrapping up for the night.
That is excellent. My health will appreciate that.
Yes.
I'm gonna take a hit of my vape now.